Listen to the sudden, heavy drop in gravity, the exact moment that digital tether snaps and the world loses its direct line to your nervous system. Think about how you lived your day today. How many times did your heart skip a beat, not out of excitement, but because a tiny piece of glass in your pocket vibrated? How many text messages did you reply to within 60 seconds purely or to discharge the anxiety of leaving someone on read? We have been conditioned to believe that to be a good friend, a dedicated employee, or a functioning human, we must be infinitely textable, infinitely reachable, infinitely public. In modern psychology, this is known as the hyperaccessibility trap, a state of chronic psychological readiness where your mind never truly rests because it is constantly anticipating the next digital demand. We operate like emergency room doctors, but without the medical emergencies. We treat every casual notification as an existential crisis that requires our immediate presence. But notice the cost. And when you are available to everyone at any second, for any reason, how much of you is actually left for you? The liberating truth is this: your energy was never meant to be a public utility. You do not owe the digital world a 24-hour open door policy. Let your shoulders drop as you watch that steam dissolve into nothingness. Why does the idea of stepping back, of being less available, trigger such a profound wave of guilt inside us? Because we confuse availability with worth. We fear that if we do not respond instantly, people will withdraw their love. We worry that if we step out of the frantic social loop for even a weekend, we will be replaced, forgotten, erased. Psychologists identify this as anxious belonging. It is the exhausting practice of overcompensating in our relationships by sacrificing our personal space, hoping our constant presence will guarantee our security. But there is a beautiful, paradoxical law in psychology called the scarcity principle of presence. When you make yourself endlessly available, your presence loses its weight. Your words become background noise. Your boundaries become invisible. But the moment you step back, the moment you choose to curate your availability, something shifts. You introduce a sacred boundary. You force the people around you to recognize that your time is a finite, precious resource, not a free commodity. By becoming less available to the noise, you become profoundly more present to the things that actually matter. There is a quiet, majestic power in letting the world wait. Think of the sheer freedom of seeing a notification, acknowledging it, and choosing to reply tomorrow or next week or not at all, not out of malice or anger, but out of a deep, unshakable respect for your own mental bandwidth. This is what we call sovereignty of attention It is the ultimate realization that your mind is a sanctuary and you are the gatekeeper. When you consciously choose to be less available, you aren't punishing the world. You are simply auditing who and what deserves access to your soul. You are deciding that your peace of mind is far too valuable to be bartered away for a handful of cheap digital dopamine hits. Look at the dawn breaking over the horizon. The sun doesn't rush to fill the sky. The fog doesn't apologize for hiding the view. They move on their own time with absolute silent dignity. Tonight, close the doors. Pull your energy back into your own chest. Let the emails sit in the dark. Let the group chat move on without you. Let them wonder where you went. You are not missing out on life. You are finally returning to it. Turn off the world and just be